In today's video, we'll be starting with problems on medium transmission line. So let me read out the problem. A 110 kV 50 Hz three-phase transmission line delivers a load of 40 megawatt at 0.85 pf lagging at receiving end. The generalized constants of transmission line are A is equal to D is equal to 0.95 at an angle 1.4, B is equal to 96 at an angle 78 ohms, C is equal to 0.0015 at an angle 90. Find the regulation of the line and charging current. Use nominal T method or nominal T model of the transmission line. So already you should have seen the derivation with respect to medium transmission line so that we can easily understand the problem. Let us go for the given data. In the problem, receiving end voltage is given as 110 kV, receiving end power PR is given as 40 megawatt, receiving end power factor is given as 0.85. Along with this, they have given ABCD constants. A and D values are given, B is given, C is given. We know the standard representation of a two-port network applied to the analysis of medium transmission line. You are having VS, IS, A, B, C, D, VR, IR. VS is equal to AVR plus BIR. IS is equal to CVR plus DIR. First, let us calculate IR, which is given by PR by 3 times VR cos phi r. In the problem, PR is given as 40 into 10 power 6 and line voltage is given. We are trying to convert it into phase voltage, 110 into 10 cube divided by root 3. Cos phi r is given as 0.85. So if you substitute them in this expression, you will be getting current magnitude as 247 amperes. Suppose if you want the magnitude and angle, you are going to take 247 at an angle minus cos inverse of phi r. That is minus cos inverse of 0.85, which will give you 247 at an angle minus 31.78. I've got IR. Now I'll be using the first expression Vs is equal to AVR plus BIR. So here we know the value of VR, which is 110 into 10 cube by root 3. IR just now we have calculated it as 247 amperes. Or if you want to represent the magnitude and angle, it is 247 at an angle minus 31.78. A, B, C, D are given in the problem. So if you substitute A, B, VR, IR, you will be getting Vs as 78.94 at an angle 13.62 kilovolts. Now we are using the second expression for calculating IS, which is CVR plus D into IR. So again, VR, IR, C, D are available here. Substitute them, you will be getting IS, which is 203.77 at an angle minus 6.59 amperes. Next, in this problem, we are also supposed to calculate the charging current and regulation. Now let us draw the circuit diagram, equivalent circuit diagram. Here you can see charging current IC, you are having receiving end current, sending end current. So if you apply KCL at this point, you have IS is equal to IC plus IR. Charging current IC is given by IS minus IR. Already I have IS here and I have IR. So if you see IS is written as 203.77 at an angle minus 6.59. This is IR value. Subtract them, you will be getting charging current. Next we'll have to calculate the regulation. Formula for regulation is Vs minus VR by VR into 100 or VR no load minus VR full load by VR full load into 100. So you very well know that. See, Vs is given by AVR plus BIR. If you consider no load condition, IR will become 0. IR is nothing but receiving current drawn by the load. At no load, there is no current flowing through the load. Receiving current is 0. So Vs will become A into VR, or VR is nothing but Vs divided by A. So in place of VR no load, I'll be using Vs divided by A minus VR by VR into 100. Already we have VR, we have magnitude of Vs, we know the value of A. Substitute them, you'll be getting the regulation as 30.86%. So we have calculated the charging current as well as regulation. Now we'll go to the second problem. Second problem, a three-phase 50 Hz overhead transmission line delivers 10 megawatt at 0.8 pf lagging at 66 kV. Resistance and reactance of the line per phase are 10 ohms and 20 ohms respectively, while capacitive admittance YC is given by 4 into 10 to the power of minus 4 mho. Calculate sending end voltage line to line, sending end current, power factor at sending end, efficiency of the transmission. Use nominal T method. So as usual, first we take down the given data. The power received at the load is nothing but 10 megawatts, and then power factor at the receiving end is 0.8, receiving end voltage is 66 kV, resistance and reactance are given as 10 ohms and 20 ohms, admittance is given as 4 into 10 power minus 4 mho, and this is the equivalent circuit diagram. So whenever it comes to problems of this kind, you should take the circuit and start tracing all the parameters and approach the problem. Now here in this problem we are supposed to find all the sending end parameters. I need Vs, I need Is, I need the power factor here, and ultimately I need the efficiency. But I know only Vr and Ir over here. So I'll start from this end and go on finding the parameters, tracing backwards. So first of all, I am interested in finding voltage across capacitor. If you apply KVL in this loop, Vc is given by Vr plus IR into Z by 2. R by 2 plus X by 2 is nothing but Z by 2. So if you have to get Vc, I have to apply KVL here, Vr plus IR into Z by 2. So I'll be calculating IR as usual, given by PR by 3 VR cos phi R at an angle minus cos inverse of phi R, because I need the entire vector here. So PR is given as 10 into 10 power 6, VR is 66 kV, convert it into phase voltage, cos phi R is 0.8, substitute all, you'll be getting 109.34 at an angle minus 36.86. So I got IR right now. Now I have IR, Z is nothing but 10 plus J20 given in the problem. We know VR, we have calculated IR. Using VR, Z and IR, I can calculate VC, and we get 39202.24 at an angle 0.79. Again, I am giving you the values straight away. You will have to substitute and check. So we have calculated voltage across a capacitor. Next we have to get the current through the capacitor. See, you know the relationship between voltage and current across a capacitor. Vc is equal to minus jXc into Ic. If you want Ic, it will be Vc divided by minus jXc. When minus j comes to numerator, it becomes plus j, and 1 by xc can be written as yc. So Ic is j Vc Yc. So in terms of admittance, it is product of voltage and admittance. So j Vc Yc. Vc already we have calculated in the previous step, that is this value. Yc is given in the problem, 4 into 10 power minus 4 mho. Use this, find the product. And finally, Ic is given by 15.68 at an angle 90.79 amperes. Next, you will have to apply KCL at that particular node. So I got Ic now, I have IR. If I apply KCL here, I can get Is. Is is nothing but Ic plus IR. So Is is equal to Ic plus IR. Ic is calculated just now, IR is given, that is IR is already calculated in the first step. Add them, you'll be getting Is value. Next I need Vs. So what should I do for Vs? I need to apply KVL in this loop. So Vs will be equal to drop across this plus voltage across capacitor. So Is into Z by 2 plus Vc will give me Vs. So Vs is equal to Is Z by 2 plus Vc, and for this Is, just in the previous step we have calculated 100.52 at an angle minus 29.76. Z is given in the problem. Vc we have calculated earlier. So if you use these three, you will be getting Vs. And in the problem they've asked you for finding Vs line to line. Just multiply this value by root 3, you will be getting line to line voltage. Next, we need to calculate sending end power factor. So for that I'll calculate the phase difference, angle of Vs minus angle of Is. Angle of Vs is 1.66, angle of Is is minus 29.76, which I have written here. So that will give you phi s. Then you can calculate cos phi s, which will give you 0.853. At last we have to calculate the efficiency. Efficiency is always given by output power divided by output power plus losses into 100. And for this particular circuit, it is is square r by 2 into 3 plus ir square r by 2 into 3. So PR is given by 10 into 10 power 6. IS already we have calculated, we'll take only the magnitude 100.52, IR magnitude 109.34, resistance is 10 in the problem. Substitute all of them, you'll be getting efficiency as 96.79%. So this finishes with the second problem. Now we'll start with problem number 3. A 3-phase 50 Hz 150 km transmission line has a resistance, inductive reactance and shunt admittance of 0.1 ohm, 0.5 ohm and 3 into 10 power minus 6 mho per phase per kilometer respectively. If the line delivers 50 megawatt at 110 kV at 0.8 pf lagging, determine sending end voltage and sending end current. Assume nominal pi model of the transmission line. So far we dealt with the problems, first two problems in nominal T model. Now we'll consider nominal pi model of the transmission line. Analysis method will be same, circuit will be different. So first let us write down the given data. Frequency is 50 Hz, line length is 150 kilometers, resistance is 0.1, reactance is 0.5 and susceptance is given as 3 into 10 power minus 6 and receiving end power 50 megawatt, receiving end voltage 110 kV, cos phi r, power factor 0.8. Now this is the equivalent circuit that you've already seen, and here IC1 is current flowing through this capacitor, IC2 sending end voltage, receiving end voltage, sending end current and then receiving end current. As you can see, our intention is to find Vs and Is in this problem. As usual, we start from load end because load parameters are given to us. So I know the receiving end voltage, but I don't know the receiving end current. So I'll start calculating using the same formula that we used for the earlier problem. PR divided by 3 times VR cos phi r at an angle minus cos inverse of phi r. PR is given in the problem 50 into 10 power 6. VR is converted into phase voltage 110 into 10 cube divided by root 3. Cos phi r is given as 0.8. Substitute them. You'll be getting IR as so and so value. Now after getting VR and IR, next I need IC1 here. So IC1 is given by J VR into YC divided YC by 2. See, this admittance across the admittance over here is YC by 2. Voltage across this is VR. So it will be product of voltage and admittance. So J times VR YC by 2. VR, you know, it is 110 into 10 cube by root 3. YC is given in the problem. It is 3 into 10 power minus 6 and that is given per kilometer. So the total length of the line is 150. So 3 into 10 power minus 6 into 150 is the effective admittance. So if you use VR and YC by 2 into J, you'll be getting IC1. So now I have got IC1. So while tracing back, see, now I know IR, I have calculated IR, I have calculated IC1. Next I should calculate IL by applying KCL at this particular node. So after IL, automatically I'll use KVL here, then I'll be calculating voltage across this capacitor, then IC2, then IS. So if I use KCL at the second node, as I showed you just now, IL is equal to IC1 plus IR. IC1 I have calculated in the previous step, IR also I have done before. Add them, you'll be getting IL. Now in the first loop I'll be using KVL. So I'll get back to this. I have calculated IL now. I'll be using KVL in this loop. So IL into this impedance plus voltage across this should give me voltage across the capacitor. So Vs is equal to VR plus IL into Z. Vs is equal to VR, that is voltage across this, plus IL into Z. So IL we have calculated just now. Z, you know, 0.1 plus J 0.5, R plus Jx multiplied by 150 because the line length is 150 kilometers. Whatever resistance and reactance are given are per kilometer. So multiply it with 150. Then VR already is known to us. Substitute all of them, you will be getting Vs. So after getting Vs, I am going to calculate current through that capacitor. Voltage across the capacitor is Vs. Current through that capacitor is JVS YC by 2. Product of voltage and admittance. So Vs is calculated just now. YC is given in the problem. Multiply them, you will be getting IC2. Then you will be applying KCL at the source node. So here I am applying KCL now. So IS will be equal to IC2 plus IL. So IS is equal to IC2 plus IL. IC2 calculated in the previous step. IL was calculated earlier. Add them, you will be getting IS. So that finishes with the third problem. Now we have another similar problem based on nominal pi, which is fourth problem. Let me go through the statement. 3-phase 50 Hz overhead transmission line has following constants per phase. R is equal to 28, X is equal to 63, admittance Y is 4 into 10 power minus 4 MHO. If the load at the receiving end is 75 MVA at 0.8 power factor lagging with 132 kV between lines, calculate the voltage, current, power factor at sending end using nominal pi model of the transmission line. So I am writing down the given data. R is given as 28, X is 63, admittance is 4 into 10 power minus 4 MHO, receiving end power is 75 MVA, receiving end power factor is 0.8, receiving end voltage is given as VR 132 kV. I am supposed to find Vs, Is, cos phi s. Again I am drawing the circuit for your reference. Same approach as we did in the previous case. First I will be calculating IR here. So you know the formula, PR by 3VR cos phi r angle minus cos inverse phi r. PR is given, VR is converted into phase voltage, cos phi r is 0.8, you will be getting IR. So now I have got IR, I know VR. Next I will be finding IC1, similar to the previous case. So your IC1 is nothing but current through the capacitor. Voltage across the capacitor is VR. So JVR YC by 2 will give you IC1. VR is given in the problem. YC is also given. I will be getting IC1. Now similarly, after getting IC1, I am interested in getting IL. So you should apply KCL at this point. So IL should be equal to IR plus IC1. So IL is equal to IC1 plus IR. IR is given in the problem. Sorry, IR is calculated. IC1 also calculated in the previous step. Add them, you will be getting IL. So once I get IL, say I've got the value of IL now. Now I need voltage across this capacitor, which is Vs. So I have to apply KVL in this loop. That is nothing but IL into Z plus voltage across this, which is VR. So VR plus IL into Z should give me Vs. So VR plus IL into Z gives me Vs. So Z is known to us 28 plus J63. IL is being calculated earlier in the previous step. VR is known, substituted them, you will be getting Vs. So once you get voltage across the capacitor, that is Vs, you can find the current through this capacitor. So for that again, same formula, JVS YC by 2, voltage multiplied by admittance. So YC is 4 into 10 power minus 4 given in the problem. Vs calculated previously, take them, you will be getting IC2. So after getting IC2, last step is to find IS. IC2 is here, IL is here, apply KCL, IS should be equal to IC2 plus IL. So IS is equal to IC2 plus IL, add them, you will be getting IS. Then last parameter that we have to find is sending end power factor. So Vs, angle of Vs minus angle of Is will give me phi s. So angle of Vs we have got in the previous step 8.09, angle of Is is minus 32.93, you will be getting phi s, then you can find cos phi s. So just have a look at this. We had got Vs as 100.93 at an angle 8.09, and we had got IS as that 387.54 at an angle minus 32.93. So angle of Vs is 8.09, angle of Is is minus 32.93. So same thing is taken here. So I have found sending end power factor. So this finishes the fourth problem on medium transmission line. I'll continue with the fifth problem in the next video.